Charles Leclerc has just made a surprising and honest admission that has caught everyone inside Ferrari, and even Lewis Hamilton, completely off guard. Ahead of his home race in Monaco, Leclerc revealed something unexpected. He has started copying specific aspects of Hamilton's driving style. This revelation is more than just a small detail or casual compliment. It's a sign of something bigger happening inside Ferrari, something that could change how the team performs and how both drivers work together for the rest of the season. When a driver like Leclerc, who has always been known for his unique approach and individual style, begins to adapt techniques from another driver, especially someone as successful and experienced as Hamilton, it shows that there's a deeper shift taking place. Leclerc said he was inspired after studying Hamilton's driving data and realized that there were some valuable habits and techniques that could improve his own performance. This is not a common move, especially in Formula One, where egos, rivalries, and individual approaches often keep teammates distant from each other. For Leclerc, to not only look at Hamilton's data, but also start using some of his techniques in key race moments shows how serious the situation is at Ferrari. The team has been struggling for consistency and pace, and clearly Leclerc sees value in learning from his new teammate if it helps them move forward. What Leclerc is borrowing from Hamilton is very specific. One of the main things he pointed out is the way Hamilton manages low-speed corner exits, particularly using throttle modulation to find grip without overheating the tires. This has been a big weakness in the SF25 this season, especially on street circuits or tracks with poor traction. Places like Baku, Miami, and now Monaco all expose the car's tendency to struggle in slow corners. By studying how Hamilton manages his throttle in these situations, Leclerc is trying to improve his own ability to deal with these limitations. He admitted that Hamilton is extremely talented and has a very interesting driving style, and at times during races he uses those same techniques when it feels like the right thing to do. This comment from Leclerc isn't just about technique, it's about mindset. He also spoke about how Hamilton has brought a different kind of discipline and work ethic to Ferrari. According to Leclerc, Hamilton is one of the last people to leave the track every day. He attends every meeting with focus, challenges the engineer's thinking, and breaks down every detail of his performance with a methodical, almost scientific approach. Leclerc has been watching this closely and realizes that this attitude is making a real difference within the team. The environment inside Ferrari is changing, and Hamilton's presence is playing a big part in that. This shift could have a huge impact at Monaco. This is not just another Grand Prix. Monaco is the most technical and demanding track on the calendar. There's almost no room for error. The walls are close, the corners are slow and tight, and a small mistake can end the race instantly. It's also a track where driver confidence and precision are more important than top speed. That's why Hamilton's careful, controlled style could be such an advantage here. And now, with Leclerc starting to adopt parts of that same approach, we might see a very different performance from Ferrari. Leclerc is usually known for his aggressive style. He's incredibly fast in qualifying and often squeezes every last bit of performance out of the car. But that same aggression can sometimes lead to mistakes or tire problems during the race. By studying Hamilton, Leclerc is learning how to balance that aggression with control. He's learning how to manage his energy, when to push hard, and when to hold back. This kind of adjustment could help Ferrari improve both their race pace and their overall strategy. Instead of having two drivers working in completely different ways, the team now has a chance to bring their efforts together in a more united and consistent direction. Ferrari has also brought some interesting upgrades to Monaco. One of the most important is a return to the rear wing design they used at last year's Monaco Grand Prix. That wing helped the team perform well in qualifying and even win the race. It's a high downforce setup that gives more stability in tight corners. This is exactly what the SF25 has been missing all season. The current version of the car has been too stiff, which has made it difficult to handle on bumpy or low-speed tracks. By going back to a design that worked before, Ferrari is hoping to give both drivers more confidence, especially through corners like Mirabeau, the hairpin, and La Rascasse. In addition to the wing change, the engineers have also made updates to the suspension and ride height. The SF25 has been known for its stiff setup, which works well on smooth, high-speed circuits, but is a real problem on tracks like Monaco. By softening the suspension and adjusting the ride height, the car should be able to ride curbs more easily and handle the bumps without losing grip. These changes are especially important for Hamilton, who has been complaining all year about instability under braking and poor grip in the middle of corners. With these updates, he might finally be able to push the car closer to its limit, particularly in qualifying. And qualifying is everything in Monaco. Overtaking is nearly impossible, so where you start is often where you finish. If Hamilton can put in a strong qualifying performance and start near the front, he has a real shot at a podium. And after his strong drive in Imola, where he came from 12th to finish 4th, there's every reason to believe he's building momentum. In that race, Hamilton showed confidence, smart tyre management and calm communication with the team. He told the team after the race that if they qualify better, they can start winning races. That's not just optimism, it's a sign that Hamilton feels like he's finally starting to understand the car. Leclerc, on the other hand, left Imola feeling frustrated. He felt the team made the wrong calls on strategy, and his angry radio message during the race showed just how fed up he's becoming. He told the team, "I don't care, we are speaking about ourselves," which many saw as a sign that he's losing faith in the decision-makers at Ferrari. So, for him to now turn around and say that Hamilton's approach is helping him improve says a lot. It shows that Leclerc is not just venting frustration anymore. He's thinking carefully, analyzing what works and trying to evolve. That kind of change could help him rebuild his relationship with the team and find more success on track. Ferrari needs both drivers working at their best if they want to save this season. Red Bull is still ahead. McLaren has been making real progress. Mercedes is improving and Ferrari has fallen behind. If they want to catch up, it has to start now, and it has to start with unity and progress inside the team. That's why Leclerc learning from Hamilton could be such a big turning point. It's not about one technique or one race. It's about creating a better environment where both drivers are helping each other, giving the team consistent feedback, and building a car that can actually fight for wins. This kind of teamwork has been missing from Ferrari for a long time. The team has often been divided, either by politics, driver rivalries, or poor communication between the garage and the pit wall. But now, for the first time in a while, things are starting to feel different. Leclerc and Hamilton are both pointing in the same direction. They're sharing information, they're learning from each other, and that shared understanding might be the first step toward real success. Of course, we can't get ahead of ourselves. One good weekend in Monaco won't fix all of Ferrari's problems, but it can be the start of something better. The upgrades to the car are important, but the biggest change might be the relationship between the drivers. Leclerc is no longer trying to prove everything on his own. Hamilton is no longer just the new guy trying to adjust. They are becoming a team, working together, improving together, and maybe, just maybe, leading Ferrari back to the top together. There's a sense that something is shifting inside Maranello. The technical team is finally listening to the drivers. The changes to the suspension, the rear wing, and the ride height aren't just guesses. They're based on real feedback. Hamilton has been asking for more stability and better balance, and now he's getting it. Leclerc has been asking for a car he can trust in slow corners, and now he has a better shot at that too. This kind of collaboration between the drivers and engineers is what's been missing for years. Now it's starting to come together. If Hamilton qualifies well, the podium is within reach. If Leclerc performs well in front of his home crowd, it could reignite his season. And if both drivers come away from Monaco feeling more confident and more united, it could set the tone for the rest of 2025. Ferrari needs results. They need momentum. They need belief. And this weekend in Monaco could be the moment where all of those things start to come together. This story is no longer just about one driver copying another. It's about the beginning of a new era at Ferrari, an era where the drivers respect